May Kalan bless you. Now tell me, are you a son of Tavar? Did you swear allegiance?
I'm not part of any faction.
Then you can stay here as my guest. All clerics offer a hand to all free. I hope one day you will come to serve Kalan. Remember my hospitality when you come to make.
What is your job here?
We need a lot of raw materials to feed our smelting furnaces in Ignadan, and we can get those resources right here.
Why here of all places? It's a long way from Ignadan.
Here, we achieve two things. We acquire the resources we need, and we also deny them to the enemy. The Duke relies on profits to keep power. We cut off his profits, and there's a chance.
You're not worried about the Duke finding out where you are?
We've been careful.
Maybe you haven't been careful enough.
What do you mean?
The scrap baron has noticed that his deliveries have stopped.
Damn, I feared stopping them completely was pushing our luck. Kalan is right. Greed will be our undoing.
So, what's your plan?
I will have to rethink our strategy. An open fight could mean losses in men and material. So, I think finding a way to throw off his suspicion.
What can I do?
I will make sure the outlaws get their deliveries from just enough so that suspicion is decreased. You need to sell that lie. Make it sound like everything is getting back to normal. Can I count on your assistance?
You can count on me.
Good, but be careful. If you're caught, the outlaws don't tend to...
You should be more worried about the outlaws attacking you.
We have persuaded those who found us to keep our presence a secret. These weak-minded outlaws cannot stand. They'll take any order I suggest to them. You have to keep your orders simple, but if you do, even an out...
How long will they obey you for?
As long as I wanted.
Wait, you use suggestion on the outlaws?
My rate of success was high, but suggestion isn't without problems.
What problems?
One outlaw resisted. He wasn't as dumb as he looked. I thought I got through to him, but I was... He ran when he got the chance.
And you let him get away?
That wasn't the plan. He escaped in the night, so it was too dangerous to go after him. Out in that darkness, we could have blundered into 100 outlaws. I sent a patrol out to bring him back as... If he'd told the other outlaws, they would be here already. And despite his resistance, our ex-prisoner is a He's hiding out there somewhere. I want him, and I want my property back.
You want him alive?
I am not a murderer, and I admit I have developed something of a... Just make sure I get my weapon back, and I guarantee him his life.
I can help you get your weapon back.
Thank you. It is a scar on my honor to leave it in the hand. Bring it back to me.
Well, look who we've got here. A newbie. You've got balls walking around out here. The creatures out here tend to eat people. You can relax. We took care of the creature. That's what we do out here.
What do you do here?
We're exterminators. We deal with any creatures that approach the fort. You know, we stop them eating people.
Who are you?
People call me Bullet. So, I guess you can do the same.
You're not very chatty, are you?
What do you want to talk about? The weather? It's hot. The creatures? They're nasty. The converter? It's an Alb curse that attracts That chatty enough for you? Or do complete strangers always tell you their life history? So, you want to get into the fort?
Yes.
Once you're in, look for William on the bridge out by the scrap district. Tell him we need more men here. Tell him if I don't get them, he should lock his door at night. Because when we're dead, the streets will be full of creatures.
What kind of creatures are we talking about?
Well, you've been out there, and everything out there wants to get in here. But recently, there have been more of those animals with machines embedded in them. You ask me, it's some sort of plan by the clerics or the...
Bullet needs reinforcement.
Right. I should have figured he couldn't handle it. How many men does he need?
You need to get them 4 men. That's if you want that gate secured.
That sounds excessive. But you look like someone who knows their way around the wilderness. So I'll agree. 4 men it is. Tell Bullet he will get his reinforcements.
Well, you aren't so stupid after all.
I got you your...
Good. Every man count. The more of us there are, the less chance there is of me lying. So, you might just have saved...
I am the doc. That makes you the patient, right? I can make it happen. Those dreams...
I really doubt that.
You shouldn't doubt. I make the best stuff on all of Magalon. Everything you need. Drinks, cams, that special kick. The doc can make it for you. The doc...
Analyzing impurities in subject's blood. Calculating estimated lifetime.
Hey, stop that.
Leave it, crony. He already knows it. What do you have to offer?
Nothing at the moment. Not a sizzling second of relief. I've been robbed.
Who robbed you?
No idea. I was only gone for a little while, taking care of something. Now, the old doc has to make enough stuff again before he can start delivering again.
What was stolen?
Well, everything. My entire stock, gone. Just gone. Everything. But you could help me. If you want to buy something, we'll have to find the thief.
Do you have any leads?
Go to the girls in the entertainment district. The girls know. And Cindy is the best one to talk to out of all of them. She's got less. She'll even talk to me. Talk to her. She might know something about who's trying to...
Validity of suggestion analyzed. This course offers potential.
What?
He agrees with your advice.
Okay.
Welcome to the entertainment district. Name your pleasure. So, tell me, what do you desire?
Desire you?
You're free to walk on, but you know where to find me before you go back out, and it's hard to find what makes you happy. And when you do, you should hold on to it. Make it real, even for a short...
Sounds like you're the one who lost something. Are you all right?
Of course. Yes, look, honestly, I'm fine. I just want you to tell me what you want. I can make it worth your while.
It sounds like you're trying to paint.
Well, I'm just saying we can come to an arrangement. You can pay, you help me, I can help you.
What help do you need?
If I tell you, I'm trusting you with someone I know, Liam, he's in trouble. Iron Madison has got her claws into him. I mean, she owns him.
What do you mean she... Oh,
Madison was the Duke's favorite for a while. It's over now, but she can still call on him. She might have made herself the Duke's plaything, but she likes to own... Now, she's picked Liam, and if he refuses her anything, well, her last two playthings...
why do you care?
Because I care, okay? He has to get away from her. He has to get free.
How can I help?
You'll help? For real? I mean, you have to know there's only one way to help. Iron Madison has to... Otherwise, she'll come after him. After you. After me. There's no other way to end this.
I'll help you. You don't need to pay me.
You'll help me just like that? What's the catch? Nobody does anything for free.
I'm not nobody.
I know, and you'll be saving Liam's life. It won't be easy to kill her. And I should warn you that killing her openly risks the Duke coming after all of us. You'll have to find a way to get rid of her discreet.
How do you suggest I kill?
Well, everyone knows she loves to start fights. If you provoke her, she'll take the bait for sure. And if she attacks you, not even the Duke will blame you for and if you just went and attacked her, he'd be forced to act. But if you get her to attack you, well, I think he'd be glad to be...
You must hear a lot of things.
Pillow talk, you mean? Yes, I get to hear all sorts. Tell me, what do you want to know?
I need some information.
And I need shards.
Doc's chems were stolen. Have you heard anything about them?
Stolen chems? No, I don't think anyone's been talking.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but I've heard of some good quality chems coming from somewhere else. Maybe that's someone selling the doc.
Tell me what you know.
It's a guy called Scrappy. He normally deals in small-scale salvage. But suddenly, he's selling top-grade chems to some of my customers.
Where can I find?
He hangs out below the fort, in a canyon where all the rubbish gets thrown.
Right.
Halt! Not so... What do you want in the fort?
That's none of your business.
Ha! Okay, okay. Just watch your step, and don't annoy the Duke. That'll get him annoyed that I let you in, and I don't need that sort of... So okay, in you go. And remember, make profit, have fun, and don't cause any...
What are you doing here if you let everyone through?
Staying alive, my friend. I'm staying alive. That's why I got posted to this side of the fort. The other side, that's where the real act. My job? Well, you could do it with a robot and a ticket machine. That'd be great. It'd give me more time.
Pay me, and I'll find you a robot.
Are you serious? But no, I can't just let myself be replaced by a robot.
You could definitely replace yourself with a robot.
Let me think about it. I mean, the clerics use robots for things like this all the time. Not that I know anything. Laying around and letting a robot do my work sounds pretty... Any idea how we want to do that? I mean, of course, only if you want to help.
No, I guess we would need help. Do you know anybody who could help?
Well, there's Elmar, one of the cleric prisoners. He's a genius at this stuff. But first, we'd need an AI module from a drone. Yeah, this is gonna work. We can do this. You get that module, and I'll give you 10% of what I earn off the gate. How does that sound?
I'll get you an AI mod.
Yeah. There's a drone not far from here. Looks like it's intact, but it's broken down. Here, I'll give you the coordinates. See if it has an intact AI module.
AI module on this drone is damaged, but it could come in useful.
Do you want to know what I found in the trash in those...
About these favors. Your scrap will be delivered soon.
You better be right.
It's coming.
Right. You got it done. Anything else to tell me?
Nothing else.
Right. Good. Here. This is your share for...
About these favors you... Any other opportunities for profits?
That's single-minded. Okay. Just don't fuck this. Get this done right. The instructions are simple. Think you can follow them?
Just tell me what you want doing.
I need a debt paying. It doesn't matter what else you do here in the fort. You have got to pay your debts. Otherwise, you're no one. So I need you to sort out what...
Who do you owe?
Ace. He always gets lucky and maybe too lucky. I lost big to him the other day, and I've got to clear that debt. I might forget he was lucky and get angry with a fast-dealing bastard.
Did he cheat?
Maybe. Maybe not. But I lost. My name counts where it has to. And that means paying you. This IOU is worth 1,000. And I'll add a little bonus to go with it. Just as a big...
I'll take care of your debt with a...
Take the shards. Do the job. Don't fuck up. Here. And of course, don't forget my little present. Put them in Ace's place, near the marketplace. Put them on the table, or somewhere obvious.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you have a second?
Do we know each other?
No, and that's exactly why I want to talk to you. I need someone. You're not involved with any of the mob here, are you? So I'm thinking that you might be...
The right person for what?
Well, I've got to tell you, I think my days of being stuck in this rat hole... I mean, why would anyone want to be here if it wasn't for profit?
Sounds like a con.
You think? And does that mean you wouldn't be in a...
There's no way you have that much.
Don't be so hasty there. You listen to me, and I'll tell you how close those shards... I know, it sounds too good to be true, but listen, and then... Right, yeah, of course. The thing is, I recently returned from an expedition. I was looking around in a few ruins for the usual kind of stuff, you know, just the usual. And I came across some knowledge from the old... And this knowledge, it is so dangerous, it can turn entire regions to desert, or provide them with all the energy...
How does this earn me thousands of shards?
Are you kidding? Imagine what people would pay for...
What was it you wanted to talk to me about?
You're gonna want a part of it. And that's good, because I need help with this thing. As you've probably figured out, I've got a lead, but I've not got the thing I need. I mean, I had it. I had it right in my hand. But then this asshole partner of mine took it. Stuck a gun in my face and took it. Idiot didn't even know what he had in his hand.
So we find him. We find this thing. Is that it?
Oh, you don't need to worry about him. I followed his one well-aimed shot at the back of his head and... problem taken. Only the shot startled some creatures. Damn things popped up out of nowhere and went straight for the body. There was no way I could get to it.
So why haven't you...
I was always the brains of the bunch. He was the brawn. Shooting one guy who's sitting still, that's one thing. Shooting a bunch of creatures, yeah, I'm not a good enough shot for that. But you got everything you need to get in. You bring back what you find on him, and I'll get you enough.
How much elixir are we talking about?
Thousands, maybe tens of thousands of no joke. I have the connections to make this happen.
Why are you trusting me with...
Is there a reason I shouldn't? Are you the sort that would run off?
Well, I still wouldn't be worse off, would I? I would have what I...
Without my connections, you'd have jack shit. Because I only know of one buyer who can make this work, and he, or she, is only gonna trade with me. You see, this story only has something for both of us.
I'll get this thing for you.
Of course. Now we're partners. There is a large cliff north of the fort that forms the natural border. You should find his remains there, near a few nests. But be careful. Those creatures are still gonna be up there.
Check the supplies. Be ready in case
just
they
forget
return.
I call that dangerous half.
Is there anything we're not short of these days?
You look wired, man. I mean, super intense. Have you been racking up some of Doc's downers? Come on, what's your story?
What's with the questions?
Hey, I was just curious. That tech you're carrying around screams loud that you're not from around here. But you know, keep the personals to yourself. I'm not the intrusive type. But hey, we got off on the wrong start. So as you're not from around here, maybe you're going to want to know about the game. It's the best way in Tavar to make profit. Though we'll have to wait until my brother gets here.
What's your brother got to do?
He brings me luck. I never play without him around.
The scrap baron wants to settle his gambling debts.
And they said not to play him. Now here comes the payday of them all. Opportunity, opportunity, you've got to take your chance. I hope you get your chance too, my friend. When you do, take it.
He also sent you this casket.
A casket? What's in it?
I don't know.
Right. Right, well take it to my place, will you? I'll wait till my brother gets back to open it. We share everything. This is a new start for both of them. Man, and to think they told me not to play the Baron. They'll eat those words now.
Yes, the plan is forming.
And?
Chloe's finally opening up. It just took a little time to get through to her. And then some drink to get her.
Just tell me the plan, Rat.
Okay. So the truth is, Chloe is being forced to pay protection money. She can't pay the Duke or anyone else because she's already being bled dry. We shouldn't talk here. Walk with me a moment. Let's go talk outside. Follow me and try not to get noticed.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want everybody to hear what I'm about to tell you. The situation isn't exactly safe for anyone involved. Come on, let's get somewhere we can talk. Okay, I don't think anyone will overhear us here. So, this is what I've learned. A guy called Blake is behind this. He's forcing Chloe to pay protection money.
Okay, I will stop Blake.
Whoa, slow down. Before we go any further, let me make one thing clear. Under no circumstances should you speak to Blake. If you approach him now, I've got no doubt he'd back off and leave Chloe alone. But That would just mean he'd just come back later when he thought things had blown over. We need to force him to forget about the protection money. Otherwise, what's the point?
So, what's the plan?
We should focus on Blake. Despite all his influence, he's been going through bodyguards. 3 of them have died in the last 2 months, but if anybody knows why, nobody is saying. We need to go through his things and find out why. There has to be some dirt there, and we just need some hint. Then we can sort all this out to our benefit. Chloe gets free.
Why do you think the bodyguards are...
Well, he seems to have some business to take care of. And sure, it can be dangerous out there. And Blake claims the bodyguards were killed by jackal. But that just doesn't sound right. If you can get to Blake's place, look through his things, then maybe you can turn up some proof of what really happened. Anything that relates...
Okay, I'll look for the proof at Blake.
Follow the rat's plan, and you'll come out ahead. Look through Blake's stuff and come back to me when you've found it. Then we'll figure out the next step. I am going back to Chloe's bar. I'll see you there.
I have the AI mod.
It is functional.
Maybe. You'll have to check.
What do you mean? Did you damage it?
The drone attacked me. I had to fight it.
Really? When I saw it, it was just lying there. Well, not at the mod.
It's damaged. Have a look.
Yeah, that's hardly pristine merchandise. Still, maybe Elmar can save.
I'll take the module to Elmar.
Okay, here, take it to him and see what he can do to fix it. Tell him I'll have to owe him a favor. I'm out of shards. If you have to pay him, I'll have to owe you, okay? Honestly, you'll get it back when I'm not broke.
Okay.
You are the best. I'll pay you back twice over once I have the money. I promise.
Initializing area scan. Air humidity at 52.71%. Possible growth of established monocultures. Detecting traces of protein and calcium carbonate. Area scan complete.
What do you want from me? I hate you outlaws to... First you take me prisoner, then you hold me captive, then you let me sit here going stale. You're wasting...
I'm not an
Outlaws, berserkers, ignorant, valueless, non-believers, and heretics. I don't expect wisdom just because you aren't...
If you don't want to be here, what?
Because those bastards wired me. You must know that.
What do you mean, wired you?
If I go further than 100 meters from the fort, boom! An explosive implant will kill me. But knowing the junk technology here, this thing will probably just blow up on its own, even if I don't try and leave the fort. My only hope is that the outlaws will let me go at some point.
I see. I need this AI module repaired.
That? Yes, but you'll have to pay me. Maybe then one day I can buy my freedom.
Here, take your shot.
Thank you. With these as a start, maybe one day... There. One functioning AI module. Have fun with it.
Have you ever been in the cage?
About these... I've completed that...
Just in time. I just heard his brother's... I hope he enjoys the surprise.
What was in the castle?
Spade and his brother. They were always inseparable. It would be a crime not...
What was that?
That was the surprise. I bet Spade...
There was a bomb in...
You did good work. You're in danger of making me...
You're a sick bastard.
Debts need to be paid. Take this. And I don't forget favors, either. You're free to use Ace and Spade's shacks as your own. Move in when...
Sensors indicate the bomb was successful. The organic target suffered 99.87% structural failure.
And here I was thinking of scrapping that machine. Turns out I like...
So what do we do with the repaired AI module?
Well, we'll need a functioning drone. If only we knew where to find one that was intact and hadn't been destroyed. We can get a new one from the clerics. You know, one of our cleric prisoners told me they're making a U-5 prototype over there in the Horde. It's got enhanced intelligence, or something. That'd be perfect for...
You want me to steal this prototype?
Of course! Let's do this thing! You see, a normal fighting drone won't be good enough. We need one with more intelligence. I mean, it's gonna be replacing me, so it's gonna have to be smart, right?
I'll get you the drone prototype from the clerics.
Right, good. You shouldn't have any trouble getting the drone out of there. You know clerics. They'll be too busy worshipping and stuff. They probably won't even...
Hey, can you spare something to eat? A can?
Here.
Yeah, thanks. We gotta help each other out here. Do you need my help?
How do you survive out here?
On the gifts from the lords above. They throw out all sorts from the fort, enough to live on. Sometimes food. Sometimes things I can trade with Ryder. He buys things so I can get food. He's a hunter, so sometimes he gives me some. He's due back soon. Would you check if he has anything for me? I'll get you the shards to pay for it.
I'll find Ryder for you.
Thanks. Traveling out in the desert is getting harder for me. Can you take this payment to him and bring me the meat? I'd really appreciate that. Now you get it.
Keep your eyes open. There's always more damn jackals.
Why are there so many
Now, you're asking me why I became a hunter. You could... Only that dipshit bred jackals. Thought he could tame... I spend every spare minute when I'm not trying to get enough meat to live, to sell, and that takes me...
Do you want help, hunt?
Nah. This is something I need to do myself. For my family. And I need to earn a living.
Scrappy sent me. I have your payment.
Good. Thanks. You can always rely on old Scrappy. Here, do me a favor and deliver these to Scrappy. He's expecting this meat. My bet is...
Can we...
Sure. Tell me what you need and I'll end as long as I've not all...
What do you...
What do you need? What do you need?
I don't know, do I?
I have the meat from Ryder.
Oh, thank you. You don't know how long I've been waiting for. That should keep my bones from being buried in the sand.
Won't that go bad?
Nah, I know how to cure it. Here, take your pick from these. I have a weapon in case you're looking for some defense, or some cams, and I've dug up a few shards.
I'll take the weapon.
Sure, here, take it.
Cindy gave you up. She knows you're stealing from the fort.
Of course I steal from... It's full of thieves. Everyone is stealing from everyone else. Where's the harm in that?
The theft of Doc's chems. That's landed Doc.
Ah, well, sometimes you find treasure amongst the garbage. Sometimes you have to find... I mean, would you want an old man to live on just garbage?
You should give Doc his chems back.
Why?
I'll pay you for the chems.
Well, so be it. Here you go. That'll keep me alive sometime longer.
I have your chems.
The doc thanks you. Here, take this as a little gift. The old doc can sell you more when you want them, when you need them. If you get the...
Don't you want to know who had your chems?
I am always being robbed. They steal and they rob. If I were to do something every time, then I wouldn't have any more customers anymore. What's important now is that you can buy something from me, and so can anyone else. As much as you want, whenever you want.
What do you have to offer?
I have only the best cams made from the purest